Do you ever feel trapped inside your own head? You replay conversations, predict worst-case scenarios, and worry about things you can't control. It's like your mind is on fire, and the more you try to put it out, the stronger it burns. But what if I told you that 2,000 years ago, the Stoics had already solved this problem? They developed simple, powerful habits to silence the noise within and bring back mental peace. In this video, we'll explore 8 ancient Stoic habits that will help you stop worrying, stop overthinking, and finally calm your mind so you can live with the clarity and strength of a Stoic. Let's begin. 1. Control what you can, let go of what you can't. Epictetus, one of the great Stoic philosophers, said, "Some things are up to us and some are not." It's a simple truth, yet it holds the power to end most of our mental suffering. The Stoics believed that peace begins the moment we understand this distinction. The moment we stop fighting battles we were never meant to win. Most people live in a constant state of worry because they try to control the uncontrollable. Other people's opinions, outcomes of situations, the past or the future. You might replay what someone said, wonder why they acted a certain way, or stress about what could go wrong tomorrow. But none of that is within your sphere of control. The Stoics called this our dichotomy of control. The idea is simple. Divide life into 2 categories. Things you can control and things you can't. You can control your thoughts, your choices, your actions, and your attitude. You cannot control what others think, what they do, or how life unfolds. Once you see this clearly, worrying starts to lose its grip. When you catch yourself overthinking or feeling anxious, pause and ask, is this within my control? If the answer is yes, act on it. If the answer is no, release it completely. For example, if you're worried about an exam, you can't control the difficulty of the questions, but you can control your preparation and mindset. If you're anxious about someone's opinion of you, remember, you can control how you behave, not how they interpret it. The Stoics trained themselves to focus only on what was theirs to manage. This focus brought them immense clarity and calm. Marcus Aurelius wrote, "You have power over your mind, not outside events. Realize this, and you will find strength." The truth is, life becomes lighter when you stop trying to direct the wind and instead learn to steer your ship. When you live by this habit, worry transforms into action and chaos turns into peace. Because the moment you let go of what you can't control, you finally gain control over yourself. And that's where true freedom begins. 2. Practice negative visualization. The Stoics had a counterintuitive but powerful technique for peace of mind. Negative visualization, also known as premeditatio malorum, the premeditation of evils. While most people spend their days trying to avoid unpleasant thoughts, the Stoics did the opposite. They faced them directly. Marcus Aurelius, Seneca, and Epictetus would often imagine the worst-case scenarios, not out of pessimism but out of mental preparation. They understood a deep truth. Fear has power only when it's unexamined. When you bring that fear into the light, it loses its grip on you. Imagine you're worried about losing your job. Instead of letting that thought spiral into anxiety, pause and visualize it clearly. Ask yourself, what if it really happened? What would I do next? You might realize that although it would be difficult, you could adapt, find another role, live more simply, and still survive. This exercise shifts your mind from fear to readiness. Seneca once wrote, "He robs present ills of their power who has perceived their coming beforehand." By mentally rehearsing potential hardships, the Stoics strengthened their resilience before life tested them. It's like emotional training. You don't wait for the storm to learn how to swim. You practice before the waves hit. Negative visualization also sharpens gratitude. When you picture losing what you take for granted, your health, your loved ones, your home, you begin to appreciate them more deeply in the present. Every moment becomes more precious because you understand it's temporary. Try this simple Stoic habit. Each morning or night, close your eyes for a minute and imagine losing something you value, not to depress yourself, but to awaken gratitude. Then open your eyes and feel the quiet appreciation of having it now. This practice doesn't make you fearful. It makes you fearless. You no longer cling to comfort or dread uncertainty, because you've already rehearsed every outcome in your mind. And when reality strikes, you meet it calmly, like a stoic warrior who has already walked through the battlefield in his thoughts. Negative visualization isn't about expecting the worst. It's about being unshaken by it, prepared, grateful, and completely at peace. 3. Morning reflection, evening review. The Stoics believed that a calm and focused mind doesn't just happen. It's trained day by day through reflection. They practiced a simple yet powerful ritual: morning reflection and evening review. This daily rhythm helped them maintain clarity, discipline, and emotional balance no matter what life threw at them. In the morning, Stoic philosophers like Marcus Aurelius would prepare their minds for the day ahead. He wrote, "Today I shall meet people who are selfish, arrogant, deceitful, and ungrateful." At first glance, that sounds negative, but it's not. It's mental preparation. By expecting life's difficulties, you're less likely to be shaken when they appear. This habit creates emotional armor, helping you face challenges with calm acceptance instead of frustration. You can start your mornings the same way. Before grabbing your phone or rushing into work, take a few minutes to reflect. Ask yourself, what kind of person do I want to be today? What virtues will I practice? Patience, courage, discipline. This short reflection gives your day a clear direction, turning chaos into intention. Then in the evening, the Stoics would review their day with honesty and humility. Seneca wrote about examining his actions every night. When the light has been removed and my wife has fallen silent, I examine my entire day and go back over what I've done and said. This isn't about guilt, it's about growth. Ask yourself, what did I do well today? What could I have done better? Did I live by my values? By doing this consistently, you strengthen self-awareness and reduce overthinking. You stop replaying mistakes emotionally and start learning from them logically. Morning reflection prepares your mind. Evening review clears it. Together they form a stoic loop of self-improvement, a quiet, disciplined practice that transforms worry into wisdom and restlessness into peace. 4. Embrace voluntary discomfort. One of the most misunderstood Stoic practices is voluntary discomfort, the idea of deliberately stepping into mild hardship to build inner strength. To the Stoics, comfort was never the goal. Character was. Seneca, one of Rome's wisest philosophers, would occasionally sleep on the floor, wear rough clothing, or eat the simplest food. Why? To remind himself that he could endure less and still live well. You see, most worry and overthinking come from fear of loss. Loss of comfort, money, control, or reputation. When you practice voluntary discomfort, you train your mind to stop depending on comfort for peace. You prove to yourself that even if everything is taken away, you remain unbroken.